Caterino in the corner for Panyard. Side Stephanie Cruz. One-on-one against Jascott. That's a switch now defensively for Salem. Panyard, wide open, Sam Cruz. Side for sister Stephanie for three. Sink it! Stephanie Cruz has 7 of the 9 Glen points. The Rockets on top, 9-7. Grubaugh outside with the crossover. Little help from Jascott for three. Wide open. Hits the heel. Back down for Sarah Pack. Pack across the timeline. Needs a little more help to Glenner's trail. Sam Cruz with the runner off. And the rebound comes down to Salem. Salem spreads it out offensively now as Jascott comes near side. Tries to work baseline. Dumps it inside for Mayer. Outside for the taller Ben Wagner. Steps up, takes a shot. Stephanie Cruz the rebound. Caterino bringing it up. Nearly pickpocketed by Jascott. Stephanie Cruz tries to work it inside, goes back out for Panyard. Stephanie Cruz seems to be the only Glen player willing to take a shot. Pack, stolen by Grubaugh. Stephanie Cruz back to defend. Grubaugh takes it in. What a confident play. Nice touch by Tiffany Grubaugh to tie it at 9. She has 4. 45 seconds and counting in the first quarter. Stolen by Monica Mayer. Great job. Kick ball by Stephanie Cruz. Still Salem basketball. Bianca Woods, 22, and 14. Meredith Gorecki will check in for Glen as the Cruz sisters will sit down. 9-9 your score, 36 seconds to play in the first quarter. Grubaugh outside for Jascott, inside for Van Wagner. Jascott lost it. Pack around the referee, 2-on-1. Good bounce pass for Woods. But Woods traveled, wasn't ready for the pass. She was watching the defender. And Coach Joel Lloyd electing to sit the Cruz sisters for the last 30 seconds of the quarter. Mayer across the line, now coming up 10 seconds. Grubaugh dribbles, double team, kicked it out for Van Wagner. Jascott wide open, Mayer. 6 seconds, 5 and counting. Grubaugh for three. Oh, it rolled in and out as the quarter will come to an end. Exciting action on both sides, offensively and defensively. Gotta like this one. It's a Western Lake showdown. Salem 9, John Glen 9, after 1. Back after this on Media One Sports.
Dad, where are you going?
I'm gonna play a little golf.
Why?
Because I really like golf.
But why?
Good question. It does take up a lot of time. Maybe I could spend a few more Saturdays doing something with you.
Hey, Dad?
Huh?
When?
Family. Isn't it about time? From the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Back for the start of the second quarter. It's even on both sides of the basketball. The only difference, John Glen has 2 team fouls, Plymouth Salem with only 1. So it's been virtually a foul-free ball game after 1 quarter. 9-9 your score. Stephanie Cruz with 7 for the Rockets. Latoya Chandler has the other 2. Tiffany Grubaugh with 4. Dawn Allen with 2. Kelly Jascott with 3 for the Rocks. Then Wagner to inbound, near side. Underway second quarter. Monica Mayer, guarded by Bianca Woods. Side for Katie Kelly in the game, number 4 for the Rocks. Grubaugh tries to move inside, kicks it out. Mary Lou LeBeau is in as well, 32 for Salem. Side Van Wagner for Grubaugh. Grubaugh stops, pops. Shot and rebound by LeBeau. Good rebound. Back out for Van Wagner. And we got a foul called. And the Glen faithful don't like it. Foul's going to be on Sam Cruz. It's going to be her first. 3 team fouls now for the Rockets. Chandler, the Cruz sisters, Woods, and Pack. That's the 5 for the Rockets. Van Wagner, Kelly, Mayer, LeBeau, and Grubauer. That's the 5 for Salem. Stolen by Stephanie Cruz. That makes 3 picks. Cruz going to take it all the way. Stephanie Cruz with 9. Glenn leads at 11-9. So Stephanie Cruz with as many points as the Salem Rocks. 50 seconds into the second quarter. Another steal by Woods on a forced ball. Woods, she's got to watch it. She traveled again. Tell you what, Bianca Woods, she's got to slow it down a little bit. She's got to wait for a little bit of help, too. Monica Mayer needs a little bit of help. That's going to be over and back. So a turnover back the other way now. John Glenn basketball. Sam Cruz to inbound, near side. Woods for Stephanie Cruz. Cruz near side against Katie Kelly. Back to Sam Cruz. Cruz needs help. Takes the shot anyways. Foul called. John Glenn will take it out. And the foul's against Jenna Van Wagner. That's her first for Salem. They have 2 team fouls as Lindsay Klemmer comes back into the game. Monica Mayer will have a seat for Salem. Woods dumps it off for Stephanie Cruz. Gets it back. Woods for 3. Oh, that's a big shot. Bianca with a blast from downtown. It's 14-9, John Glenn. Glenn with their biggest lead of the game, 5 points. Grubauer inside, kicks it out for LeBeau. She wasn't ready for it. Klemmer for 3. It's the back. Scramble for it. Grubauer is there. Oh, she couldn't finish. Chandler lost it to Grubauer. The turnaround is there, no good. Chandler fights hard for it. Stephanie Cruz has it now for the Rockets. Great action underneath the basket there, but no basket. Stephanie Cruz falls, nearly a travel. Stolen by Klemmer, stolen back by Stephanie Cruz. That's going to be a foul, however. What an effort by Stephanie Cruz. That's her first. 14 fouls now for the Rockets. 5:56 to play till halftime. 14-9 John Glenn. They've got all 5 points scored here in the second quarter thus far. Lindsay Klemmer. Inside off the glass. Haven't seen that in a while. Back the other way to John Glenn. Look at the air by LaToya Chandler. So Glenn with a chance to add to their 5-point lead here. This time down. Bianca Woods has it. And a big 3-pointer. Across the line. Sam Cruz. Kicks it over for Pack. That's her first shot. It's an air ball. LeBeau couldn't grab it out of bounds. Back to John Glenn. Stephanie Cruz inside for sister Sam. Sam works the baseline, and we're going to get a reach-in foul. Katie Kelly, that's going to be her first for Salem. 3 team fouls for the Rocks overall. Cruz to inbound for Chandler. Chandler double team, lost it, and now gets it back. Outside for Woods for 3. A little long, wave it off. Offensive foul on Samantha Cruz, and the Glenn faithful again with the boos. Sam Cruz with their second foul. Lindsey Clever now across the line. For Grubaugh. Grubaugh kicks it out for Kelly. Kelly works baseline, inside. Nice move against the taller Cruz. Grabs her own rebound. Foul. Latoya Chandler's going to pick up her second foul. She doesn't like that one. So John Glenn, the emotions being felt on the last couple of fouls called. 16 fouls against the Rockets. A very vociferous crowd. Katie Kelly at the line for Salem. Neither team has made a free throw. Both sides 0 for 2 from the stripe. 5:05 to play till the half. 14-9, now 14-10. Salem cuts into that Glenn lead. Katie Kelly with her first 2 points from the line, 14-11, John Glenn. Bianca Woods getting a lot of floor time here against Plymouth Salem. Stephanie Cruz on the ground, back to Woods. Woods takes the shot, off the glass and in. Bianca's en fuego with 5 points. The 16-11 Grubaugh up against 2 defenders. Counted on the foul. Wow. Just when Glenn makes a great play, Tiffany Grubaugh pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Scored. And the foul. Sarah Pack with her second foul for John Glenn. They have 17 fouls. At the line, Tiffany Grubaugh. Try to convert a three-point play. And Grubaugh converts the three-point play. It's a 2-point game now. Glenn 16, Salem 14. Big game for Bianca Woods thus far. Over to Chandler. Cross for Stephanie Cruz. The current Glenn backcourt of Cruz and Woods have 12 of the 16 points. Knocked away by Katie Kelly. Great defense. Timeout called by John Glenn. 16-14 the score. Rockets up by 2. They got the basketball, but Salem has stepped it up a notch after that three-point play by Tiffany Grubaugh. Big game coming up in the Western Lakes for football. On the weekend of October 1st and 2nd, the John Glenn Rockets, 5-0, play the Stevenson Spartans of Livonia. Both teams with 5-0 records, and I'm sure Rocket fans out there are going to be following that game. The winner will automatically qualify for postseason play, which begins the weekend of October 29th. So John Glenn basketball and their football teams making noise here in the fall of '99. Glenn to inbound, Sam Cruz. Sister Stephanie now with it, 4:17 to play till halftime. Pack. For Cruz, for Chandler. This is a good 5 for John Glenn. They've produced, they've played great defense thus far. Caterino, outside. Shot hits the rim. Chandler, boy, she got air, but that's going to be over the back, and she traveled. Latoya Chandler showing her athletic ability on that rebound. So with the turnover, Salem can tie the game, this time down. Clemmer for Kelly. Grubaugh, bad pass. That was telegraphed. Sarah Pack knew that, knocked it away. So the Rocks will work it half court. Grubaugh for Kelly. Grubaugh, and we're going to get a foul. Sarah Pack with her third foul for John Glenn, so she is now the only player on the floor with 3 fouls. So Grubaugh will go to the line for Salem and shoot a 1-and-1 here. 3:44 to play second quarter. Grubaugh, 7 points thus far. Perfect from the line. She hits the first. 16-15. Glenn's lead now 1 point. Grubaugh's tied the game. She's got 9, 16-16. Great game thus far from John Glenn High School. Between the Rocks and the Rockets, Caterino nearly lost it. A little bit of help to Sam Cruz inside. Chandler goes up, and she gets it. LaToya Chandler with 4. It's 18-16 Glenn. Salem quickly back the other way. Grubaugh dumps it in for LeBeau. LeBeau's shot couldn't get it to fall. Stephanie Cruz now looks up. Bad pass. Katie Kelly. Oh, Kelly's going to be called for a travel. And the Salem faithful that have traveled to see this one, letting the refs know about it. Stephanie Cruz quickly inside off the glass and can't get it to fall. Chandler, what a rebound. Oh, baby. LaToya Chandler. 4 crucial points here to break this 16-16 tie. Glenn up now 20-16. Grubaugh outside for 3. Hits the rim, bounces out. Caterino has it for Glenn. Rockets building momentum. Nearly a steal by Clemmer. Cruz takes the off-balance shot. Salem with the rebound. Kelly, the outlet to Clemmer. A 2-on-1 with LeBeau. Clemmer stops it out. Now for Kelly. Clemmer against Caterino. Inside for Grubaugh. She's there around. The reverse is tremendous. Tiffany Grubaugh with 11. 20-18. Rockets lead 2. 2:10 and counting left to go in the second quarter. Stephanie Cruz back the other way. A lot of open floor. Picks up the foul on the way in. So Mary Lou LeBeau with her first foul for Plymouth Salem. Salem only with 4 fouls here in the first half. Stephanie Cruz at the line for the Rockets. Cruz with 9 points. And make it 10. Wholesale changes. Jascott past Telanik and Allen back in for Salem. But take a look at this replay. Tiffany Grubaugh. Nice job. Stephanie Cruz makes good on both. She too has 11 points. 22-18, John Glenn. So Grubaugh and Stephanie Cruz, your leading scorers, 11 each. Kelly, cross for Jascott. Inside for Pastelana, kick ball. On the line, back the other way. Although Salem has a taller lineup in, they seem to have lost a little bit of momentum since the substitutions. Stephanie Cruz, one-on-one against Jascott, having a hard time getting it across the stripe. And she does. Now calls the play. Gonna get a reach-in foul on Kelly Jascott. It's gonna be her first for Salem. They have 5 team fouls. Kelly Jascott with a good job thus far, 3 points to go with those 2 fouls. Rockets inbound in front of the Salem bench. So the Rockets, they've led for most of this second quarter. They were challenged once, now have a 4-point lead. Stephanie Cruz stops, pops, oh! Nice shot, Stephanie Cruz. She's got 13 of Glenn's 24. It's 24-18. Timeout called by Plymouth Salem. It was 16-16 at one point, but the Rockets have gone on an 8-2 run to lead by a half dozen with 1:23 to go before halftime. Tremendous job on both sides. John Glenn getting the breaks, though. Getting the shots to fall offensively. You see the crowd in abundance here. So Coach Joel Lloyd and the Glenn Rockets talking strategy, how to preserve this lead going into half. Salem with Pastelanik, Allen, Jascott, Kelly, and Grubaugh. A very experienced group of players on the floor for the Rocks. Woods, Caterino, the Cruz sisters, and LaToya Chandler for the Rockets. Kelly, near side for Grubaugh. Grubaugh for three. Hasn't hit from out there yet till now. Tiffany Grubaugh. 14 of Salem's 21 points. It's a three-point game. 24 for Glenn, 21 for Salem. Last minute to go before the half. Caterino. Cross for Woods. Chandler. Inside, wants the basketball. Cruz has it. Tipped, gonna get a foul. So Katie Kelly with her second foul for Salem. Glenn will work the half court with 47 seconds showing on the clock. Stephanie Cruz in the corner. Guarded by Jascott. Chandler inside against Pastelanik. Kicks it back out. Woods nearly lost it. Tries to drive inside, kicks it out for Cruz. Cruz, no good on the shot. Woods with a great rebound. Cross court for Sam Cruz. Inside for Chandler, lost it. Jascott on the steal, nearly lost it behind the back. 20 seconds and counting. Now coming up on 10. Pastelanik. Cross for Jascott. Wanted a three, she eyed it up. Inside the steal. Stephanie Cruz with 3 seconds. 2, lofts the shot. Oh! So the John Glenn Rockets with 15 points in that second quarter to Salem's 12. That is the difference. They were tied after 1 at 9 at the half. The John Glenn Rockets lead it 24-21. Come back and join us for the second half. It's going to be a good one here on Media One Sports. After this.
Allow me.
Lovely.
What the devil are you doing here?
I'm only here because you're here, hot stuff.
Here we go again. This is going to be about smoking in the house, isn't it? Listen, this poor guy's been picked on enough. His home is his castle. He has rights, he has privileges, he has... You have kids and you're smoking in the house?
Just little kids.
What's the matter with you? Are you kids to get pneumonia?
No.
Bronchitis? Asthma? Do I have to light a fire under you? Get up. What do you smoke outside? What? Smoke outside. Make the right choice.
Go out for your kids.
Technology. It's made the other side of the world seem closer than the other side of town. But you don't live on the other side of the world. You live here. And that's why Media One's been connecting houses to our interactive broadband network here. And here. And here. Because you want to be a part of that PTA meeting without leaving the kids. You want to find out how your local team is doing. Whoa! You want to know what traffic's like? Or maybe you just want to avoid traffic altogether by getting just as much done from home. At Media One, we believe our interactive broadband network is the way that you'll do it. Nice shoes. Media One. This is broadband. This is the way.
Back at John Glenn High School, there's your score as we get set to start the third quarter of play. The Rockets up 24-21, an exciting first half of play. 9-9 after one, but John Glenn went on a 5-0 run to open the quarter, and they have not relinquished the lead. Take a look at the halftime numbers for you. John Glenn, the advantage inside on two-point field goals. Salem better from the free throw line, making the most of their attempts. And John Glenn better off the bench, those 5 points scored by Bianca Woods. For your score of 24-21. Allen, Clemmer, Grubaugh, Jascott, Pastelanik, the Salem 5. The Cruz sisters, Chandler, Caterino, and Pack, the 5 for the Rockets. Underway third quarter, Salem goes left to right. Grubaugh dumps it inside for Allen. Couldn't get it to finish. Chandler went up for the rebound. Stephanie Cruz across the timeline. Pack for Chandler. Sam Cruz, she's gone scoreless thus far. Cruz lost it. We're going to get a jump ball possession in favor of John Glenn. Pastelanik tied the ball up, but not long enough as John Glenn keeps possession. Sam Cruz one-on-one against Allen in the corner. Falls down hard, but should get called for traveling. Salem basketball. So the Rocks can try to cut it even closer. They've trailed by as many as 5. Grubaugh, baseline, underneath, switches hands, couldn't get it to fall. Chandler, another rebound for John Glenn. Stephanie Cruz works it in, little jumper. Can't get it to fall, took 3 bounces. Jascott lost it for Rocks as Glenn maintains possession. Stephanie Cruz inside, the little runner falls through. Stephanie Cruz with 15 points. 26-21, John Glenn by 5. Cruz with a kick ball. So the Rocks a little cold offensively to start this third quarter. Grubaugh dish it over for Allen. Allen with her first 2 of the second half. She's got 4 overall. Again, it's a 3-point game. 26-23, John Glenn. Jascott with full court pressure for the Rocks. Across the timeline, Caterino. Sarah Pack against Grubaugh. Sam Cruz wide open for the shot, hits the front of the rim. Jascott underneath, jump ball possession. Great job by John Glenn to rip it away. But a foul called. So the foul on Bree Pastelanik for Salem, that's her second. Sam Cruz with the head fake and the second effort. The second look, and Sam Cruz has her first 2, 28-23 Glenn. 5:53 to play in the quarter. Clemmer right around Pack. Finds the open Jascott. Jascott taking a long time. Now we'll work it to the top. Pastelanik dumps it inside for Grubaugh. Grubaugh, the short jumper falls through. Tiffany Grubaugh with 16 points. 28-25 now. Glenn's lead 3. Jascott with the steal. Oh, and a bad pass. Clemmer fights for it. Sam Cruz went for it too. Great job by Sam Cruz, slightly injured on that last play. Rock basketball, a great job by Kelly Jascott. Sam Cruz will come out into the game. Nicole Panyard, 25. Grubaugh drives inside, works it off. Foul called. Good job by Grubaugh inside to get contact. Lacey Caterina with her first foul for John Glenn. So the Rocks maintaining possession here, trailing by 3. Clemmer inside the runner, no good. Rebound Chandler. 3 rebounds thus far in the quarter for Chandler. Stephanie Cruz works it back out. One-on-one against Clemmer. Nearly had her spun around. Caterino outside for Pack. Pack cross court for Cruz. Wide open for 3. Stephanie Cruz missing the shot. Jascott on the rebound. 3-point game. Comes down to Allen. 2-on-1. Grubaugh kick ball by Sarah Pack. Sarah Pack, right place, right time. Grubaugh with the inbound at Jascott, far side, nearly in front of the Salem bench there. Pastelanik lost the handle. Allen missed the easy 2. The second effort is there, however, and it's a 1-point game, 28-27. Full court press now by Salem. They're stepping it up defensively. Caterino into the corner with Jascott, baseline. Oh, she got slammed in the face. Good effort by Caterino to follow through on that play. She took it too. Bree Pastelanik with her 3rd foul. So Lacey Caterino at the free throw line for Glenn as she shakes off that last play. Glenn is 2 for 4 from the stripe as a team. And Caterino missing the first. Jenna Van Wagner in for Bree Pastelanik for the Rocks. Pastelanik will sit with 3 fouls. Sam Cruz is in for Nicole Panyard for John Glenn before the second free throw attempt. 4:20 to go, 3rd quarter, 28-27 Glenn. Caterino sinks the back end of the free throws. 2-point lead now for the Rockets. And now the Rockets employ full court. Grubaugh across the timeline. Clemmer, Grubaugh sets the pick, now it's back for Grubaugh. Drives inside, this is to tie the game, can't do it. Second effort, swatted out for Stephanie Cruz. Cruz, no help, behind the back across the timeline. Taking it all the way, coast to coast. And off the rim, no good. Salem, 1-on-1 now, Jascott. She's got Allen for the help. Jascott's gonna take it all the way, and we're tied. Kelly Jascott with 5, it's 29 apiece. Great moves on both sides. Salem wanted a carryover on that call. Didn't get it. Stephanie Cruz baseline. Oh, the little sweet runner missed. Chandler missed. Sam Cruz draws the foul. Wow. The Salem bench wanted a travel that last trip down for Glenn. Watch Cruz on the miss. She went coast to coast. Now watch Jascott here on the replay. Coming down. Takes it all the way. Sam Cruz at the line, missing the first. Sam Cruz missing both. She's had a rough game offensively. Chandler works it out for Glenn. Pack in the corner. Stephanie Cruz slipped. Jascott nearly had that one for Salem. Pack from outside, downtown, can't get it. Jascott is there. She stepped up her game for Salem. Kicks it, a great pass for Allen. Rocks in the lead. Salem rocks in the lead, 31-29. Jascott tipped that ball. Still Rockets basketball, but Kelly Jascott, wow, has she stepped it up big time. Glenn on a timeout. Now they trail by 2. They've led as many as 5. But the Glenn offense has melted down here in the third quarter. Coach Thoman on the Salem side. And there's Coach Lloyd on the Glenn side. Glenn taking it a little offensively. Stephanie Cruz nearly went coast to coast to give Glenn the lead, but then Kelly Jascott came back the other way and did her own version of coast to coast. So your score, 31-29, Salem. They've regained the lead. Take a look at a replay here. Kelly Jascott last time down against Chandler. The dish to Allen and a tremendous pass inside. Great work by the Rocks to stay with it and fight their way back. Each basket they made, they stepped it up defensively another notch. Cruz sisters, Bianca Woods, LaToya Chandler, Sarah Peck, that's the 5 for the Rockets. Clemmer, Van Wagner, Allen, Grubaugh, and Mayer, that's the 5 for Salem. 2:45 to play, third quarter. Pack wants to get it inside. Distance for Sam Cruz. She's in trouble. 2 defenders there against her. Pack. That's going to be short. Allen couldn't get it. Sam Cruz has it. A weak shot outside. Monica Mayer tipped it. Woods. Pack. A fight on the court for it. Pack's going to tie it up. Jump ball. It's going to favor Salem. Good hustle that time. On both sides, Salem gets the basketball. Woods gonna get called for the reach-in. Bianca Woods aggressive defensively. Clemmer, cross for Allen. And Monica Mayer. Grubaugh. Grubaugh, good shot. Rolls in and out. Glenn on the rebound. Stephanie Cruz brings it across the line. Under 2 to play now. She'll take it coast to coast. She didn't even look at the basket. Draws the foul. So Stephanie Cruz will go to the line for the Rockets. Stephanie Cruz thus far, 15 points, 2 for 2 from the stripe. And Stephanie cuts the lead now for Salem to 31-30 with that free throw. Tied again. Stephanie Cruz with 17 points. 31-31. Dawn Allen quickly back the other way off the glass, a little too hard. Grubaugh's there. Foul called. Samantha Cruz should be the guilty party. That's the case. That's her third. Tiffany Grubaugh now at the line for Salem with 1:45 to play a third quarter. Grubaugh with 16 points. She's 3 for 3 from the line. Makes the first. Katie Kelly checks in now for Salem, number 4, as Lindsay Clemmer will sit down. Grubaugh makes the second. 5 for 5 from the line. 18 points for Tiffany Grubaugh, 33-31. Rocks and regain the lead. Woods over for Pack. Cross court for Stephanie Cruz for 3. Eyes it. It's the rim. Comes down Monica Mayer. Wide open is Grubaugh. That's going to be short. Tipped by Pack, but Grubaugh catches it. It's up and in. Tiffany Grubaugh broke 20 points with those two. 35-31 Salem. That's their biggest lead. Stephanie Cruz behind the back now. Last minute to play in the quarter. Glenn in trouble offensively if they cannot get it in this time down. Sam Cruz to Stephanie. Crowd getting into it now. 40 seconds to play. Pack for Woods. Woods double team. Gonna get a reach in. Jump ball possession. Favors John Glenn. Look at Fred Thoman, coach of Salem on the sidelines. Always interested. Woods tied up again. This time it goes back to Salem, so Glenn is now feeling it offensively. They've gone into a funk as Lacey Caterino checks in now for the Rockets. Coach Lloyd needing to make a couple of decisions here to spark the Rockets offensively. Dawn Allen sits down for Salem. Mary Lou LeBeau is in, number 32. The momentum has changed here in the last couple of minutes, and Salem now can take their biggest lead. Grubaugh with the head fake inside. We're going to get a foul called. Sarah Pack with the foul, and that is her 4th. So Grubaugh will inbound for the half-court set for the Rocks. LeBeau outside. Grubaugh. Over to Mayer. Mayer for the wide-open Kelly. Kelly inside. Nice little runner off the right side. No good. Chandler with the rebound. Forced as she traveled. Glenn seems a little anxious when they get the basketball offensively because they have not scored any points in the last couple of minutes. Kelly Jass got back in for Salem. Jenna Van Wagner will have a seat. 2 seconds left in the quarter. Grubaugh turns it up for 3. Oh, hits the rim. And that's going to do it for the third quarter of play. The Salem Rocks in the big quarter, 14 points. John Glenn only 7. After 3, it's 35-31. Come back and enjoy the final finish here on Media One Sports. Back after this.
It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from in the Army National Guard. If you want to serve your country, if you can spend 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks a year of intense training to be ready when your community needs you, then call 1-800-GO-GUARD and become part of a team that will help you achieve everything you can. In the Army National Guard, you can.
Set for the fourth quarter. Expect a good finish to this one. It's only a 4-point game. Salem, they trailed for the entire second quarter and most of this third quarter until breaking a 31-all tie. Kelly Jascott and Tiffany Grubaugh stepping up their game to give the Rocks the lead. So the Rockets will inbound to begin the fourth quarter. There's a steal. It's off Grubaugh's foot. Still Rocket ball. Sam Cruz to inbound to sister Stephanie. Stephanie Cruz in the big game thus far for the Rockets. Pack outside for Caterino. Good defense by Salem. They're going after that ball. Stephanie Cruz short on the shot. Underneath, stolen by Grubaugh. And Grubaugh walked with it. So the Rockets now will work at half court. Stephanie Cruz over for Caterino in the corner. Sam Cruz. Chandler. Stephanie Cruz wide open. Inside, dumps it in. Rebound comes down for Salem. Cross court, LeBeau. Good pass for Kelly. Oh, what a nice play. Katie Kelly off the dish from LeBeau. 6-point lead now. LaToya Chandler is hobbling at the other end for John Glenn. Cruz lost it. On the line and back. Glenn is melting down here offensively. And the Rocks are stepping it up. And Wagner to inbound. Coach Lloyd staying strong on the sidelines for John Glenn. Knows his team can get back in it. Mayer with the feint. Short little runner, no good. Cruz on the rebound, the outlet to Caterino. One-on-one, drives inside, picks up the foul. Ben Wagner with their second foul for Salem. So Caterino with a good aggressive move inside to draw the foul, and she's at the line now for the Rockets. Caterino short on the first. She's only 1 for 3 from the line. Short on the second as well. Comes down to Grubaugh. Glenn has missed 5 free throws. Nearly the difference in the ball game. LeBeau. Grubaugh, 20 points. Make it 22. Boy, Tiffany Grubaugh gives Salem their biggest lead now at 8 points. 39-31. And we're going to get a timeout. John Glenn will take a TO. They trail by 8. We'll take a timeout on Media One Sports. Come back and enjoy the finish after this.
Time to move on? Then get moving. It's about experience. Get it. It's about contribution. Make it. It's about satisfaction. Find it. Air Force Reserve. Above and beyond.
1-800-257-1.
John Glenn led by 3 at halftime. Now they trail by 8. Salem has outscored John Glenn 18-7 overall in this second half. The Rockets with the ball. 6 minutes left in this quarter. Inside for Chandler. Chandler double team. Kicks it out for Caterino. Stephanie Cruz. Cruz inside. Nice turnaround, but a weak shot. Mayer with the rebound for Salem. Kicks it out for LeBeau. Heavily guarded by Chandler. Monica Mayer now. Way up for Ben Wagner. Wide open. And the easy 2. This game getting well out of hand now for John Glenn as they now trail by 10. 41-31. Salem has outscored them 10-0 to take this lead. It was tied at 31. Sam Cruz, she's done nothing offensively thus far. Not like she's used to doing. Steal on Stephanie Cruz. Monica Mayer with the pick. She'll take it in. And a shot, she just threw it up. Caterino throws it out. That was a bad pass. Kelly, Stephanie Cruz with the foul. Much in frustration. Second foul on Stephanie Cruz. Tip ball out of bounds. It'll stay Salem basketball. So Grubo will inbound for the Rocks. 4:57 left to go in this quarter. 10-point lead for Salem. Mayer for Grubaugh. Grubaugh traveled. So Tiffany's been whistled twice for a travel in the game, and the Rockets need something big to happen here. They got to get it going offensively. But a bad pass like that is going to stunt the offense. Caterino in the corner for Stephanie Cruz. Cruz for three. Could have used that one. Sam Cruz with a big rebound inside. There it is. That's what we're used to seeing Sam Cruz do. It's 41-33 now. Rocks by 8. Cross for Kelly. Kelly inside. Grubaugh. Out of bounds. Still Salem ball. Dawn Allen. Lindsay Clemmer. Kelly Jascott in. Monica Mayer, Katie Kelly, Mary Lou LeBeau out for Salem. Jascott tipped away by Pack. Good anticipation by Sarah Pack. Allen to inbound. Kelly Jascott. Now inside for Allen. Allen works it back out for Clemmer. Outside for Grubaugh for three. It's the heel, bounces out for Pack. Stephanie Cruz now will walk it up. 3:45 and counting to play. Grubaugh with a near steal. And it's off Sarah Pack's foot. Salem basketball. Allen, stolen by Pack, and going to reach in foul. So Dawn Allen will pick up her first foul for Plymouth Salem. Jill Dombrowski, number 12. Will check in after the timeout taken. 41-33 your score. "22 points for Tiffany Grubaugh. 17 for Stephanie Cruz. Those are your game high scores. Grubaugh for Salem. On fire. And she stepped it up defensively. One of the best performances that we've seen thus far in our coverage of 99 basketball. So Glenn taking more use of the timeout to talk strategy. Plymouth Salem pretty much in control. And it is Rocket basketball after that last stoppage in play. Caterino, short jumper, hits the back of the rim. And that's a kick ball. Still Rocket basketball. Sam Cruz outside for Pack. Caterino nearly stolen by Clemmer. Good job that time by Lindsey Clemmer to step in front. Sam Cruz in trouble. Caterino in the corner. Kicks it out. Sister Stephanie works the play. Sam Cruz set the pick. Sam inside, but she traveled. Allen works it up. Dombrowski inside for Jascott. An easy two. Kelly Jascott with 7. It's back up to 10 at 43-33. Under 3 minutes to go. Caterino, wide open offense. Kick ball, Grubaugh. Has it. The jump ball possession back the other way to Plymouth Salem. And the John Glenn faithful letting the refs have it. Salem can't work it across the line. Stolen by Caterino. Inside Pack. Off the glass and in. Sarah Pack with her first 2. 43-35. Rocks by 8. Dombrowski can't handle it. So John Glenn getting a couple of breaks here in the last 30 seconds. And Plymouth Salem's going to get a timeout with 2:26 to go. They're up 43-35, but Salem is falling apart offensively, due in large part to John Glenn stepping it up on the other side. For John Glenn, they can use a big three-pointer. And a couple good defensive stands to stay within striking distance. Salem has the capability to put it away. One thing that Glenn will have to neutralize in the next minute or so. Chandler. Full court press by Salem. Caterino, bad pass. She was rushed. Clemmer. 2-on-1. Sam Cruz with the foul. That's going to be 4 on Sam. Lindsey Clemmer with a good job going inside. And she will shoot 2. She hit 2 big free throws against Plymouth Canton to seal the deal in Salem's last game. And she makes the first. That's her first point. And sinks them both. Salem sideline into it. Up by 10. Chandler. Stephanie Cruz. Cruz stops, pops, short jumper, no good. Rebound comes out. Sam has it. Excuse me, that's Caterino, number 5. Tiffany Grubaugh with the rebound. 2 minutes to go. Stolen by Caterino. Caterino bounce it over to Pack. Pack off the glass and in. Good job by Sarah Pack to finish. It's 8 points. The difference, 45-37. Jascott switches directions across the line. Jascott inside. The runner, no good. Chandler with the rebound. Glenn's got to be smart and not rush it. Pack, got to give it up. Caterino. Stephanie Cruz dribbles inside, off the glass, bad shot. Jascott on the rebound. Coming up on 1:10 to go. Jascott running some time off the clock. Clemmer over to Pastelanik. Clemmer holds it, under a minute now. Grubaugh Walks more time off for Jascott. Back over, Grubaugh. So the Salem Rocks doing a good job here in this second half to quiet the crowd and stunt the Glen offense as Stephanie Cruz will pick up the foul. That's her third. Rocks did a great job to break a 31-31 tie, and since then it's been 14-6 Salem. But John Glenn, they went cold offensively. Into the game for Plymouth Salem is number 10, Amy Zawara, a 5'5" sophomore, making her first appearance. 45-37 your score. Stephanie Cruz dribbles inside the paint and swishes. And a quick Glen timeout. 45-39 with 30 seconds to play. $19 points for Stephanie Cruz, Glen's game high score. On the opposite side, Tiffany Gurl with 22 points. With 30 seconds left, Salem with the basketball. Glen would more than likely be inclined to foul to force free throws. And then take their chances with a three the next time down. That's pretty much the strategy here with a 6-point deficit. So 30 seconds left. Dawn Allen to inbound for Salem. And Salem continues to run more time off. Across the timeline, Grubaugh. 20 seconds and counting. Grubaugh looked up at the clock, dished it inside the corner for Zawara. Jascott wide open, and that is going to seal the deal. Kelly Jascott makes it 47-39. She's got 9 points. Bad pass by Sam Cruz. 1 second to play. And the comeback by the Rocks is complete, as they will take home a road victory, 47-39 against the John Glenn Rockets here at John Glenn High School. Come back and join us for the post-game festivities, the final stats, and the players of the game. As there you see Tiffany Grubaugh and the Salem Rocks victorious. We'll come back after these messages. Your final, Salem 47, John Glenn 39. Back in a moment.
This is my family. That's my mom and dad. And my brother. And that's me, future Hall of Famer. That's Grandpa. He's my best friend. Grandpa's got diabetes, but he's got it under control.
I keep my blood sugar close to normal. That means I watch what I eat and walk every day. I always take my medicine and test my blood sugar because I want to be around to see the next Jackie Robinson.
Control your diabetes for life. Call 1-800-438-5383.
Back at John Glenn High School for the post-game wrap. Salem with a 47-39 victory to up their record to 8 wins and 1 loss, while John Glenn falls to 5-4 on the season. John Glenn with their first loss in conference play. Salem staying undefeated in the Western Lakes. Take a look at the final numbers and the team stats. Salem showing up at the end of the game, outdoing John Glenn inside by 2-point field goals. At the line as well, as John Glenn shot 82%, just 42 for John Glenn. Off the bench, John Glenn better by 3 points, but wasn't enough as Salem on paper with an 8-point victory. So now to take a look at the leading scorers in the ballgame. For Plymouth Salem, Tiffany Grubaugh got game big time, 22 points, 8 field goals, one of them a 3-point shot, 5 for 5 from the stripe. Kelly Jascott with 9 points on 4 field goals. She also hit a 3-pointer. Dawn Allen with 8 points as well. all on 4 2-point shots. For John Glenn, Stephanie Cruz, what can you say about her? She led the Glenn charge. She kept them in the ballgame with 19 points, 7 field goals. She had 1 3-pointer, 4 for 4 from the line. Latoya Chandler, 6 points on 3 field goals and a lot of rebounds inside. And Bianca Woods with 5 points off the bench. She also hit a 3-pointer. Take a look at the players of the game. First of all, for John Glenn, there she is, Stephanie Cruz, number 11. 19 points tonight. As we said before, she led the charge for John Glenn. She kept them in the ball game. But it wasn't enough. Is this a team effort? And Tiffany Grubaugh, the player of the game for Plymouth Salem. 22 points, 8 field goals, 5 for 5 from the line, and a couple of really good plays defensively as the Rocks victorious from John Glenn High School. That's pretty much going to do it from here. For our producer and director, Kelly Jackson, the entire casting crew of Media One Sports, this is Mike Krupp from John Glenn High School. Stick around because we'll have more Media One telecasts of basketball, and don't forget, we'll have more football coverage. This has been a production of Media One Sports. Copyright 1999. Your final once again, Salem 47, John Glenn 39. Good night, everybody.